Alright, everyone. I am on my way to the next hospital. But looky there. That right there is Clifton Springs Post Office. It's a small one. Right next to a park in the back. Well, right beside it, it's John L. Brown Memorial Park, or John I. Brown. But here we go. There's a couple tennis courts for whoever wants to be active, but who knows? One thing about Clifton Springs, there is a small creek that runs through it, but it was known for years because of sulfur. There was a sulfuric smell to it. So it's cleared up. You know, one of the local companies here went and did something to help clean up everything. And there's a duck. You'll see a lot of them here. Sorry, still trying to get used to the stabilizer. And one thing about what's going on with everything, small towns are, in my opinion, going to be hit very hard because of this coronavirus. So it's kind of crazy. You know, there's a lot of small, like, mom and pop shops and whatnot, small hardware stores, you know, that type of thing. So it's gonna be hard, but we'll see how things turn out. There's a small town called Palmyra, which is like a little, it only has two or three red lights and whatnot. The building right there used to be the hospital. They turned it into offices and spa apartments and whatnot. But for a stay-at-home order, I don't think anyone's really staying at home. Got a bunch of little shops here that are probably closed because of this whole pandemic bullcrap. So, who knows? Sorry if this is kind of moving around a lot. You got all these little shops and whatnot and everything. A little bookstore called Sulphur Books. And a little medical care. One place closed down, little deli type place, little chiropractic shop, laundromat. Let's see. Pause this till we get close. So right here we have the smallest police department that I can think of. There's a boardroom with the village court. If I can get pan over. There we go. We got parking in the back. Like I said, there's a bunch of little shops. I think I got the setting situated. Check this out. Nice little garden area. That's pretty cool. Little gazebo. It is sprinkling out, so it's wet. See if I can get this. So, thanking their beautician. Thanks for great hair, and we love you. Up ahead here, we have one of the signs for testing. Get closer, I'll try to get a picture of it. This is usually a pretty busy intersection. Parked a little bit of distance away just to be able to walk. Someone whistling. Hopefully it ain't for me. It's a nice quiet neighborhood here. Yeah. My cousin used to live in this town, just on the outskirts. So she lived here. She bought a house, and last couple years have been kind of hard on her, and she ended up losing the house. So she ended up going with her boyfriend and buying property. But let's see. There's another one of the signs. Ooh. Come on, get back over there. There we go. took a picture of it. Right straight ahead is the hospital. One thing I can do is, because of where the city hall is, I can get a good view of the backside, and there's always a police car parked back there that I don't think's ever been moved. So it's kind of weird, you know. There's a consignment boutique off to the left. Right there. So small shops like that are probably going to end up bankrupt. So I don't know. Oop, give me a sec. Looks like my lens is fogging up. There we go. The other valuation sign. Nice quiet little area out of the way. There's a company by here that makes valves and whatnot. You know, it's a company I work for. But they also supply the ambulances for like valves and whatnot. Well, one of the ambulance paramedic guys made a suggestion and brought it to the company, and the company is going to try to put it into play, since we have CNC operators and whatnot. The concept is taking the single valve for the ventilator, and instead of just one person being able to be attached to the ventilator, you can have 4 people attached to it. Now, that is a brilliant idea. Right now they're in planning stages, you know, trying to design it and whatnot, and figure out what they need to do for the components to make it work. But when they do get it all figured out and everything, what's going to happen is the company is going to make 500 of them and give them away to hospitals and whatnot that need the ventilators, which one ventilator running for 5 or 4 people. If that doesn't sound like a good idea and benefit the patients, then something's obviously messed up. So, but yeah, let's look over here. You got security there. Just behind that tree is a bunch of the tents for the evaluation. And of course, you got another sign right there stating where the evaluations are. So it's granted, it's a wet, misty day. We're in for a lot of rain from what it looked like, and we'll see what happens. Might try to get out more this weekend. I told my girlfriend I wanted to do some videoing this weekend. Ooh. There we go. There's the last song. Get this spun back around. There we go. That's their little helipad. You can see the big H, maybe. But the main thing is right there. Now, mainstream media was talking about how all these testing places would be packed. Well, here's one of the testing places, and I don't see any cars going through it. You got security right there. But, I'm on a publicly accessible roadway. There's one of the other testing signs, but it's down, so who knows if that's open. But look at that. And look at that. Wonder if they're safe. But they're just tired. I'm within about 6 feet of them. There they are. Hey, ducky, ducky. Right now, I'm on private property, but I sort of have permission to be here, considering the company I work for is close by and we use this parking lot. But I like how they have this done up. Now, I could probably get away with parking in the parking lot because it is publicly accessible. I could enter it from this parking lot over here to my right, which is come on, right there. But I figured I'd park off the property. I'm getting kind of big, so I want to try to lose some weight. But there's the testing site for the evaluations. And they got propane tanks with probably like a heater in there and whatnot. So it's not too bad. But let's see here. There's someone staying outside the tent. Security's right there. Tent right there. Swing back around. Little walking bridge. whatnot. And a couple of the benches that they had made for it. Now, right here is pretty much the edge of the property. And there's the tents there. Now, on a nice day, this is peaceful. But, yeah. I'll walk along the edge of the thing. This company has a little smoking area over here. So I'm wondering, maybe their property line is the other side, like the grass area, because I know some people park right along the edge there. So we'll see what happens. Working hard? One of the employees out here enjoying his break, smoking a cigarette. But mainstream media said that there was packed testing areas. Right there, that's maybe the fourth or fifth car I've seen this past week that's actually come in to there. So I like to know how they see all these vehicles coming through, and it's such a pandemic that everyone's flooding the test areas when honestly there's only maybe one or two cars, if not 5 a day, and that's it. Walking through Walmart, I've seen people with the mask and everything. Even today I've seen the mask, or the Z85 mask. So it blows my mind that they say that everything's it's such craziness and everything. So I don't know. Who knows what's going on with this? Wait and see what happens. But closer picture of the testing site. I think I gotta get a new pair of sneakers. My feet are getting a little damp. But yeah, this is the second stop of the day. And everything. So I walk back to the vehicle, and make my way to the next one, which is probably about 15 miles away. But I think I will use that publicly accessible path that they have next to the creek there, and we'll see what happens. You know, not violating any HIPAA laws. The onus is on them to protect any patient's information or whatnot. And I'm just walking, exercising, enjoying this rainy, wet day. Just like these ducks that are right there. But, yeah. And there's more ducks along there. A couple white seagulls. Quick, grab the Alka-Seltzer. Nah, just kidding. But there's a couple swans there too. Right there, the two white things. One's sleeping on top of the other, it looks like. But, oh, looky there. Someone just got tested. Maybe it's two people. I don't know. The nurses went back into that thing. They're talking about reusing those masks up to 20 times and whatnot. How is that healthy for the healthcare worker? You know, they don't even know what can kill this virus, but yet they want the healthcare workers to reuse the mask? That makes no sense. You know, it's crazy. Now, I'm surprised that he has not come to ask me what I'm doing. But then again, maybe he doesn't care. Maybe he knows that it's my constitutionally protected right. Who knows? But, hey, it's all good in the neighborhood. Birds just chilling. Someone lost a frisbee. God, I remember playing ultimate frisbee. Someone's got a barbecue grill right there. Yeah. There's a lot of cars in parking lots. I don't see if it's a big deal, you know. Most people that have the coronavirus are probably being sent to Rochester, New York for a strong hospital and whatnot. Who knows? Wait, come back, come back. You get you on cam. There they go. I think some of the patients feed them. But yeah. Lab services. Just enjoying this wet day. Figured I'd give you guys a little idea of what's going on here. Make my way back and get warmed up. Yeah. So walk here. Downtown Business District, 1 block. Which I won't even call it a block. Now all this is publicly accessible. So they can't really say anything. But yeah, this was the second stop on the 3-hospital tour. Now Canandaigua is a pretty bigger city, but Clifton Springs is just outside it, like 7-8 miles. Now the thing about this is, didn't see no testing site or evaluation site there in Canandaigua. Come to a smaller town, well, they had like 2 tents set up with the testing areas and whatnot. So it makes me wonder, why isn't the bigger city compared to the small town putting up testing sites? So what do you think? Do you think that with it being a big city that they should have a testing site? Or do you think that they're doing